are you going, everybody? A lot of emails come through regarding citrus gall wasp. Is it the season? What do we do? How do we treat it? So I thought I'd just recap on a few typical tips that we practice throughout the season in maintaining our citrus trees. This is a little branch from a orange tree. Now this branch here, well, attached to the main part, was dying off. But it's not the dying off part that I want to show you, it's more the lump here. Now this is what we call a gall. It's caused by a little insect called citrus gall wasp or gall flies. They're only about 2.5 millimeters in size, a shiny brown coloured, almost black insect that flies around. Now what it does, it actually lays its eggs on the soft bark, inside the soft bark, just below the surface. And in there are the little grubs. These are legless grubs, like little larvae, basically the babies of the citrus gall fly, that is. And they feed off the tree's sap flow. And as they do that, that causes stress on the tree. And you can see a gall here. You'll see another gall there. And there's another gall just up here. And this part of the tree was dying off. Well, it had enough of it. It's only a small tree, but the rest of the tree is looking pretty good. What we're going to do with this now is cut it open so I can show you inside what's going on now. There's a few, well, there are a few cycles through the season. It's not the same insect itself in its life cycle. It lives up to two weeks, approximately, the adult, and it can lay up to 100 eggs. So one fly, gall fly, can lay up to 100 eggs. Now, if you've got 100 gall flies times 100, what's that? 10 is 1,000, it's 10,000 eggs. That's how many insects can get onto your tree. Now, they're very poor flyers, so they rely on the wind to carry it from one branch to the other. And once they land there, they do their business and off they go again with the wind, and before you realise, you've got galls developing. The problem we have here is that you won't know you've got a gall on your tree until it starts to swell out. Then that's basically too late. And if it's at that stage there, what you need to do is cut it off. Like I've just done here, I've taken this little branch off. For the purpose of the demonstration, we're going to cut it open and see inside. Now, this is basically a nest. And inside, they'll see little chambers, holes, where the grubs are. I need my glasses. So what we're going to do is try and, well, I should cut it in half, but I'm just going to skin it open first. Let's see if I can peel this off. Here we are. So this is an active gall. I could easily just cut it open with a secateur, but I'd rather want to peel it over first so you can show how they are just beneath the surface. Yeah. See them? See those little chambers? They're all the galls. So you can see one fly, one gall fly adult has laid all these little grubs. That's the other side. Let's just peel the whole thing and expose it all. Now, an active gall will have this going on, and you won't see on the outside any other markings except for the swelling, which is what we've shown you. Now, see, that's the upright side, and generally that's where you're going to find all the galls, on the upside, to the side and above, not so much on the bottom. Okay, so they land on there, they lay their eggs, and then they fly off again or get carried by the wind. Now, these will emerge, and as soon as they emerge, they'll start laying eggs again. So every one of these can lay up to 100 eggs. Imagine that, eh? When you have a tree that you've left alone for too long a period, haven't monitored it, and then you go up to it and you see all these lumps on it, chances are it's too late to rectify, because once it's in there, you can get out the potato peeler, you can get the drill and drill holes through it, exposing them to the air without peeling the whole bark on the entire side, without ring barking it, that is, will dry them out, will kill them off. So that's a very tedious way to do it. So if you've got a tree that's 2 or 3 years old without any pruning, chances are you'd be infested. It'll be infested with it. So what you need to do first is prune them all off, cut off all these branches and burn them. Do not put them in the compost bin. Do not put them in the green waste bin. You need to burn them off. We need to eradicate it. Now, these started from Queensland across the east coast, northeast coast, part of New South Wales, and over the years, of the recent years, they've migrated down to the colder climates of Victoria, where I am at the moment. But I can assure you, you probably find these almost anywhere across Australia. Now, there are other treatments as well, but the first one is to prune it off and burn it. You can peel it off if you like, if you don't want to spray anything onto it, or you can drill a hole through it, and they're the basic practical approaches. but you won't know if the tree is infested or gets infested again, because every time it gets new growth, it attracts the gall wasp fly again. It'll come on and lay more eggs on the new succulent branch. So what you need to do is spray the tree. We've got the CGWS. I've spoken it about many times. It's a great product. It's also got the added seaweed concentrated fertilizer, so you're going to help to green up the tree, fertilize the tree, because the tree needs its strength to defend itself against it. So the seaweed builds the cell wall in the plant, so it makes it all that more difficult for the insect to penetrate through. So the CGWS, which is this product here, is what you spray. Okay, spray that on monthly, every 6 weeks as a preventative, but more in particular on the new growth. So you get rid of the existing galls, but also have a close look at the galls before you take off every branch, because you're going to encourage the tree to put new growth on. So before you start pruning off every gall, and a discarded gall means an inactive gall, or they've emerged already, has little holes on the outside where they've come out of. So have a close look at the gall that you're considering to prune off, and if there are little holes, leave that gall because it's useless. It won't do any more damage to your tree. It's the new ones and the reinfestation that causes long-term stress to the tree. It causes it to grow gnarly pricks or thorns all over it. It causes the branches to the leaves to fall off the branches, and slowly, yes, it will produce more fruit because that's caused by stress. When a plant's suffering, the first thing it wants to do is reproduce, so it pushes on flowers. So its last call of survival is to bring on some offspring. So if you've got a tree that's full of galls and you're going, well, that looks cool because it's got lots of flowers, it's still doing great, that's telling you, that's a distress signal to tell you that the tree's going backwards, it's going to give up. So don't let it go any longer, because your neighbours will have citrus trees and they'll get infested. This is the only one I've got active that I've found in all the trees. I've got about 40 citrus trees on the property. This is the only one, and this tree came from my old garden centre that I'm no longer associated with, by the way, and I brought it here and I planted it. So look out for holes. Cut off existing ones. If there are too many on there, spray it with CGWS, and more importantly, the only trap that is specifically designed for citrus gall wasp. Yeah, I'm going to hold the product in my hand because this is a vital product for everybody who's got a citrus tree and wants to keep it alive and save it. You don't have to be spraying it all the time, but it's the combination of the two, the CGW spray and the CGW trap, citrus gall wasp, that is the way to do it. You hang it up with the lure. This is a specific lure. It's not designed just to catch any insect. It won't attract your bees. It won't attract any other type of insect. It's designed to attract the citrus gall wasp female that loves to lay the eggs, gets caught on a trap, and then you can discard it after the season's over. Now's the season when they become active. Now they are active. If you're in the northern parts, it would have started from August, September. We're in October. In Victoria, it's still pretty cold. So yes, I do talk a little bit behind schedule, and I apologise for that for those who've already been treating citrus gall wasp, but it's not too late to take action on it now. Hang your trap, spray your tree, more importantly, prune off and burn the active ones, and avoid cutting off the ones that are already finished, because you want to keep some structural integrity in your trees. Lemon trees are the most susceptible, and it goes into the oranges, limes, mandarins later. For some reason, they don't take the mandarin so much. If you think you've got a mandarin tree that's totally infested as opposed to a lemon tree, please share it with us. I'd love to see people's actions, existing and treatment and success with and obviously some failures if you've had that, because we've got to show all our bumps and bruises. Share them with us on our page, because we all are here to learn from each other. Citrus gall wasp trap, citrus gall wasp spray, both available on our website as a pack duo. I don't know what the price is, but it's going to be discounted obviously, so you can get it into your garden to look after it well. Other than that, check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. We've got some great specials every day of the year. It's vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasily, I was about to say, Opa! Maresi.